Good afternoon, everyone. I am your host, Amateur Overlord, and today I have a very special guest, J.A. He's here. He's going to help me discuss a certain topic that I believe he has a unique perspective on, being that he is the topic. You're a young person in the United Kingdom. Is there anything that is, in your opinion, interesting or maybe difficult about being a young person living in this country?
Yeah, really. Like when you go to school, sometimes there could be bullies, and sometimes teachers can really just be unfair. And really, I think being an adult can be quite harder, but mostly easy at times.
So, okay, what do you think, from your perspective, is an easy thing for an adult to do? What do you think? What do you think is easy about being an adult? Probably.
Or they get to go out anytime they want, and they could go past their bedtime. Really.
Okay, so you have time restraints and curfews and threat response. What do you think is easy about being a younger person or adolescent or child, if you will?
Well, to be honest, like we don't have to pay bills.
Oh, you know about bills. Okay, so you know about bills. That's good. All right. As far as school goes, you mentioned bullying and the treatment of teachers. Have you ever been bullied by a teacher?
Well, there was this one teacher, but she's not in the school anymore.
Did they fire her?
Yeah, she
Good.
left the school because she only treated the girls nicely, and she even if the boys were quiet, she still tells them off.
So the word for that, if it is as you say, and I'm gonna take it, you're a decent young man until you always tell the truth. She was being sexist, basically. She was picking the girls over the boys.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you feel sorry for her? Maybe that she
Not
became
really.
that way because she was treated badly, and in an environment where someone might have treated the boys better?
Not really.
No compassion there whatsoever.
No.
Okay. So did she make your being at school difficult?
Yes, especially in English.
Okay. What is your favorite subject in school?
Music,
Why music?
because I get to play drums.
Oh, you're a drummer.
Yeah.
Oh, check him out. He drums. All right. So that means you're good with rhythm. You can hear beats and things like that.
Yeah.
Is there any particular career choice you might have made at this point that you're considering?
Well, I'm not in year 8 because that's usually when we're supposed to pick our career.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to be an actor.
Wait, sorry. How old do you have to be in year 8? This is people in another country. They don't know the way the UK is set up.
Usually, in my school and any other school in England, it's 13.
Okay. All right. Cool.
I picked to be an actor, but sometimes my mum wouldn't approve. And she's just asking, "What do you want to be?" Just in case the actor thing don't happen. So I said maybe a chef.
All
'Cause
right.
I'm quite good at cooking as well. I cook with my auntie Patrice.
Okay. Well, shout out. We don't use real names on this show, but we're gonna have to leave it in. That's lovely. Okay, so you're considering acting, you're considering cooking. That's very good. Those are two great careers. You realize that probably for your age as it is right now, there's things that your mother obviously wants to protect you from and make sure that you're given all the options available. It's not that necessarily that she wouldn't want you to be an actor. She might feel that at this point in your life, that's not necessarily the greatest direction for you to go. So you know that Mom always has your best interest at heart. She's been feeding and clothing you for years. She loves you to bits. So it's not that she doesn't want you to be successful. She worries about you. Like my mother still asks me if I bathe. Like I can't handle that at my age. So yeah. So that's moms for you. They stay moms no matter how old you get. Is there anything that you think that people in the United States or in other places would need to know about the UK if they came here?
Well, they should know about the royal wedding happening and how there's vandalism.
Vandalism? Where's this vandalism happening?
It's near my school.
Okay, so it's like...
It was on the pub wall next to a restaurant called Indian Fusion.
Okay, so there's some kids vandalized.
Yeah.
I don't think you could be on this show. You can't be on the show. Your mom would kill me. Go ahead, babe. Yeah. Okay. So there's vandalism. What about what's like the most popular thing to be doing in school right now? Because I'm a little out of the loop. What is everyone doing? What are they all listening to? Music, entertainment.
Most people during Latin, we sometimes have lessons without head of year, and most people go on their phones and listen to music because we're mostly in the ICT room.
Okay.
And sometimes the naughty kids bunk lessons.
Okay, now bunk is a term that if you're not familiar with means to cut class or skip school. So yeah.
And sometimes they're on report, and if you get all crosses, you get detention. And
what's that like? You ever got detention?
Only 2.
Only 2?
Yeah.
Woo! Okay. What were they for? Can we ask?
Yeah, detention and detention.
What was the reason?
Detention.
No, I know what you got. Well, why did you get it?
Because one of them was because I got an amber on my homework.
Oh wow, we get deep now.
And the another one's because they're just both because of ambers.
Okay. Now, as a young black man, which is what you are, how important is it for you to be successful?
Well, really successful, and it's really important to me because then people can see that it's not just white people taking the lead. Black people have to take the lead as well as white people because it's kind of unfair.
Okay. So you believe in equality and equity, no doubt, which is also important. When you become successful, because I'm sure that you will be, you have a great family structure, I know, I'm a part of it. What would you do when you're like, okay, there's a better question. If you were filthy rich, money no object, what would you do each day?
Well, most of the day I'd save it up and I'd buy a fancy house and I'd spend it with all my family.
You spend it with your family?
Yeah, I'd give...
Is there anything, would you travel more? Would you try and go to space like Elon Musk? What would you do?
Well, I wouldn't go to space because of... I wouldn't go to space because of, like, the natural causes. Like, there might be a comet crashing into your rocket ship. But other than that, I'd like to travel...
So, okay, hang on. So you wouldn't go to space because you're afraid of a comet, which you'd probably have seen coming, you know, way before you ever got into space. You worry about something like that.
Yeah, just in case. And
okay,
so
you really about that risk, huh? You keep yourself safe, yeah?
So I choose to travel the world.
You travel the world. Is there any particular country you'd like to visit?
Mostly Japan.
Japan. Okay.
Japan, Africa.
Okay.
And mostly America, because I want to see how the Americans live.
You want to see how Americans live?
Yeah, and I want to check up on my uncle. He lives.
Okay.
And my aunt.
Hey, don't bait out where everybody lives. People need to know everything about you. What about Japan is interesting?
Well,
to you personally,
how they have how their weaponry is, how their history is. Like they used
samurai
to have,
swords.
Yeah, they used to have ninjas back in the day.
Okay, so that's interesting to you.
Yeah.
You know what the weird thing is? I'm seeing so many correlations. When I was your age, I was obsessed with Japan. I was very much into like Japanese mythology and all that kind of stuff too, and weaponry and things. It's just kind of funny that we share that similarity. And you said Africa. What particular country in Africa would you like to visit if you have one?
Syria. I can't.
Sierra Leone?
Yeah.
Okay. Lion Mountain. Why would you like to see Sierra Leone?
Because most people are saying like the stereotypes of Africa are like poor and it never rains. But at the same time, in one of the lessons I've learned, the Africa actually has lots of buildings and lots of actual electricity and
they got good infrastructure.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just like everywhere else, basically.
Yeah.
Do you feel that when they portray Africa on the television, it's accurate?
No.
What do they show?
They show like they only show the bad things. They don't show the good things.
Okay. Like that's fake news. That's fake news. Yeah.
So they show like children in Africa need water even though they have perfect good water. I
always see the kids in the TV and the adverts, and they always got flies on their face. And I'm thinking, can't all the kids there be sitting there in the heat with flies on their face?
So I think most charities that are really lying are
Well,
literally
they're
just
trying
to scam you.
Well, yeah, there's that, and they want to play on your emotions. So if they show a child suffering, you're more likely to give money than if this kid is just living a life which is somewhat inconvenient from time to time, as opposed to someone who's outright suffering. So I see that. That makes sense. Well, I thank you very much. You've been very helpful today. I appreciate everything you've told me. I'm sure that you are going to be a big hit. So yeah, this has been my host today, J.A. I have been your host also. I am Amateur Overlord, and I thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.